Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Andvaris and AORISE IBO. On today's episode, we're actually going to be covering one of our clients. Now, due to popular demand and emails that I've gotten from you guys, I'm going to start going over some client programs that we work with. On this particular episode, we're going to go over one of our medical clients, guys. So, the main things that we're going to cover on these episodes are going to be service intervals. That means how many hours you can work or what's the minimum hours that you are required to work. Equipment at a glance. Certification overview. And what to expect when working this client on a day-to-day basis. Alright guys, let's get into it. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started here. So, first on the chopping block will be service intervals. Let's get started. So this client, like most clients, requires a 15-hour minimum work week. So they require you work at least 15 hours per week. This client does require that you work on the weekends, guys, but they only require 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday, so they make it pretty easy for you. The client also has some awesome working hours for you stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads who, have to work during night times or very early mornings. It's a pretty open schedule. You can work the client 365 days per year, 7 days a week, between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They do let you know on the opportunity announcement that their greatest and peak volume, which means at the time that you will be busiest, will be between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Remember, peak volume times differ from client to client. Not every client is in season, so the volume for clients will be different from client to client. Alright, next on the chopping block will be equipment at a glance. Let's look at what they recommend and what they don't support. And remember guys, all of this information is in your opportunity announcement. This particular client supports Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. Remember that if you have a Mac, you can dual boot your computer onto a Windows program. So you can use your Mac computer as a Windows computer, and I have a few videos on that, so go check it out on my channel, guys. This particular program also recommends that you use a second monitor. Remember guys, they always recommend that you use a second monitor because they're right starting to see the usefulness of having a dual monitor setup and be able to run various client programs, have various windows open. It's just really helpful, guys. And for your equipment needs, you can check out whahep.com. I'm going to put it right here for you guys. They also request that you have noise canceling headsets. That's very important because if there's any noise in your background, noise canceling headsets will shut that down, guys, and you won't be penalized for that. Let's go over what's not supported. Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 2000, Mac OS. I know I did say that you can use Mac, but let me clear that up for you guys. You cannot use a Mac operating system to run any AORISE programs, but you can use a Mac operating system to dual boot your computer onto a Windows computer and work any AORISE programs. Alright guys, next we're going to go over the certification overview. So for this certification, it's actually pretty short. This is about a 15-day certification where it's instructor-led and self-paced work, which means when you log into your class, you're going to be talking to your instructor and learning from your instructor, going over modules with your instructor, but after class, you will have homework and self-paced work to do. You will also be taking mock calls and live certification calls, which means that when you're close to certifying for that particular client, you will be taking live certification calls. So they want to see how you will do on the phones with a customer live as you're being monitored. And that will depend on whether you certify or not, guys. That's probably the biggest part of certification when a client has you take live certification calls. Now, let's go over what you can expect as a customer service professional from this medical program on a day-to-day basis. So, as I'm sure you've already expected, you will be taking inbound customer service phone calls from patients who are looking to schedule doctor or physician consultations. You will be assisting these patients obviously in a courteous and friendly manner, giving your best customer service. You will also be helping patients with their profiles login information, username and passwords, emails, their app on their phones, and at times we'll have to create a ticket and escalate it to another department. At times, you will also be having to make outbound calls for follow-ups with patients, clients, or customers. So obviously you will learn this in training, but you will have to get very familiar with HIPAA, healthcare laws, and other regulations as well for this client. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope that information was useful. So if you guys do see this particular client in the IBOID portal and you think it might be a good fit for you, go ahead and check them out, select, and get into that program. If you have any questions on this client or the program, leave it in the comments below for me, guys. If you want more information on what it is that we do, check out andvaris.com. Follow us on social media, guys, to stay up to date with all of our content. Give me a like on the video, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Later.